Oh, we have one severe thunderstorm warning in place. This is for portions of Dual, Coddington, and Grant counties for this cell just a little bit north of Clear Lake, moving to the northwest at about 30 miles per hour. So this includes Clear Lake and even Watertown for that matter over the next about 25 or so minutes. We're going to keep an eye on that potential for a few more strong to severe thunderstorms as we go through the rest of the afternoon and into your evening. More on that coming up. First at 4 starts right now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group. KELOLAND News, first at 4.
Coming up, recent rain leads to flooding in Grant County. The warning from officials.
Plus, winter-like conditions in the Black Hills. We'll tell you about some recent rescues.
And insurance rates are on the rise in Minnesota. What residents need to know. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. Authorities on the Rosebud reservation say a person of interest in the death of a Rosebud man has been arrested. Rosebud Sioux Tribe law enforcement say Jamie Claremont was taken into custody today.
This is part of an investigation into an assault that led to the death of Ryan Eagle Bull Sr. 6 other arrests have been made in connection with this investigation. Officials in Grant County are reminding people to turn around if they come up to flooded roads. The Grant County Emergency Management says that this comes after excessive rainfall in the western part of the county. That, combined with the last few days of rain, has led to river and low-lying areas of flooding. Officials are asking drivers to be careful on the roads and to stay vigilant in the next few days. Authorities are barricading as necessary.
While it looks and feels like spring in most of South Dakota, parts of the Black Hills are seeing snow. The Pennington County Sheriff's Office shared these photos of the conditions in the western part of the county. Authorities say 2 parties got stranded and were rescued by Pennington County Search and Rescue. Officials say the snow was a foot deep and the winds were 70 miles an hour.
That is some impressive photos there.
Yeah, well, we're getting a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
this
a little
week.
bit of a mixed bag out there, Adam.
Yeah, but at least for now, it's just of a warm weather variety. Rain, some thunderstorms as well out there, especially if you are East River and in portions of East Central and Northeastern KELOLAND right now. Let's get right to Live Top where radar we can show over the last couple of hours the evolution of these thunderstorms that we have been watching. Not much of anything going on around 1 o'clock, but once we hit about the 2 o'clock hour, we started to see these storms billow up right along the line from Sioux Center, east of Laverne, and then into Marshall, another line out toward Huron, Mitchell, out into Madison as well. But now we have our one thunderstorm that's moving through portions of Dual County, just north of Clear Lake right now, that has prompted a severe thunderstorm warning for portions of Dual, Grant, and Coddington County, including the Watertown area, and that'll be until 4:30 p.m. Again, that storm moving northwest at 30 miles per hour. And in fact, there is that same storm. That's a look to the roughly southeast on our Watertown camera, 65 out that way, northeasterly wind at 18 miles per hour. So that's headed your way, at least in that portion of Coddington County. So keep an eye out on that and also through the rest of the evening as we'll see more of these storms continue to billow up. We do have some 70s out there, 70 for Ortonville and Brookings as well as Yankton, 72 here in Sioux Falls and Spencer, 66 Huron and Chamberlain. But notice the sharp departure from that out to the west. 40 in Custer, 46 for Spearfish, and 47 out in Rapid City. For your day tomorrow, we'll be seeing highs mainly in the 60s, also mainly dry. We do have a couple of days where we don't have to worry about rain or thunderstorms on the way, and it begins at least to an extent tomorrow, especially East River. To the west, still could see a little bit of rain out toward Rapid City, but still we do have improvement headed into that weekend outlook. We'll talk about that in a little more detail as we head through the hour.
All right, thanks, Adam. In northwest Iowa, authorities are asking for the public's help in finding an SUV that had failed to stop for a school bus. The Sioux County Sheriff's Office says that it happened just before 3:30 on May 3rd. The SUV was heading north toward Rock Valley. It's registered to a South Sioux City, Nebraska man, but a woman was driving it at the time. If you recognize the SUV or see it parked anywhere, you are asked to contact the Sioux County Sheriff.
Well, owning and protecting a home or a car in Minnesota is getting more expensive. Over the last year, the cost to insure your car jumped by 22%, and home rates are also up almost 5%. Alan Henry with our CBS affiliate in Minneapolis explains what you need to know about through-the-roof rates.
So we got the same thing in my house. We were quite surprised.
Not even the commissioner of the Minnesota Department of Commerce is safe from rising home insurance rates, which have been causing sticker shock.
I have seen increases anywhere from a few $100s to thousands of dollars, depending upon the risk, the age of the roof, the number of claims.
The reason for those rate hikes also impacts everyone.
And a lot of that's due to the extreme weather that we've been facing in Minnesota the last several years. Minnesota has the second most extreme weather of any state in the nation. And we see that in the form of these severe convective storms.
Like those huge windstorms, huge hailstorms, they do a lot of damage, and they do a lot of damage in a wide area, which results in lots of claims.
Inflation has also played a factor, making more claims more costly.
In 2022, in homeowners insurance, insurers paid out $1.92 for every dollar collected in premium.
Unfortunately, just like you can't control the weather, there's only so much you can do about rate hikes. Some options, taking a closer look at your plan with your broker and shopping around.
It's not always pleasant, but it's a really important conversation to have, because the last time you want to find out what is or isn't in your policy is when you're making a claim.
Different companies have different risk appetites depending on what they want their portfolio of business to look like. And so shopping around is always a good idea.
Alan Henry, WCCO News.
Just last week, Forbes shared more tips for reducing home insurance costs, like raising your deductible or asking about discounts you might not automatically receive.